everybody, it's Grace, and I just finished up a little video, not a little video, it's probably kind of long, of stream of consciousness, go with the flow, and I was basically talking about self-isolation, not really all that about self-isolation, but that's the kind of video I plan on doing, and if I can really push myself to, I can make them, but push myself to putting them up. Yeah, changing my whole thing. Okay, and I need to stop making all of them with visual effects. I'm at a mall, I can use that. But yeah, you know, I was talking in that last video about, you know, a variety of things, and that's what I want to do, because seriously, doing the videos on that one topic, and I've said this before, I'm well aware of it, I keep saying it, I almost totally, really seriously stopped YouTube altogether, as I said before. But, you know, doing one on this one topic can get to you. You know, it's just too much of negativity. You know, way too much negativity. You know, to focus on this one topic, really. And yeah, it's just not, to me, doesn't feel good anymore. I think I started making, I didn't really plan on making videos on this topic, but I guess it was, okay, I could be lying, but maybe 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, that and before then I had done videos about copycats, but then I did something, I think it was on dysfunctional families, and I talked about narcissistic behaviors in it. So I started doing more with the visual effect, because the sun can get in your way. So where was I? Yeah, I'm here to get my medicine. Hopefully, no problem. I get a little nervous that, you know, after that experience, all of you know about, and I think I was talking about that in the last video, if I put them in order and on this channel. So, yeah, because I changed my mind. But, yeah, you know, with the whole scene, I think it was 10 videos over time about it, but the thing about that is, you know, I'm over it before I finished doing the videos. I was over it. You know, over it in the sense that it wasn't really bothering me that much anymore, because I've seen so much of this, and I know what it is, I know how it is, how they go, and, you know, and for some reason, since when I had to transfer to this pharmacy, I don't know what happened, but this pharmacy, they're extremely sweet to me. I don't know if their corporate office or their district manager said, hey, this woman took videos of being verbally abused. Yeah, you all know that, remember the story maybe, by somebody who works, two people who work there, not at this one, but something has happened, because they're real nice to me. But we'll see what happens this time. This would be the 3rd time since then I've been to this pharmacy. I go every month, by the way, in case something happens and I go out of town and forget my meds, which I shouldn't because they're in my purse, but I have 2 purses because one is too big and one's too small. I like that, I do. Stream of consciousness. Let me go in and see what happens first. Oh, I got 3 more minutes before I have to go in, though. But I do need to buy some bananas. I have no bananas today. It went okay, and then I was the only person there, and the only person, I was the only customer there, the only person there was the pharmacist, the male pharmacist. There's also a female, but he's always been real nice to me. And then I walked off after getting it, you know, he was all real nice, and then I went back because I forgot to turn in a new one, and I asked him, I said, did she, you know, the nurse practitioner, did she write it for 3 months? He says, well, you only get 1 month at a time. You know, that's what I do. I only get 1 month at a time, which was the whole problem at the other place. And I said, I know that. You know, I didn't say it in that kind of voice. I just said, I know. I said, what I want to know is if she wrote the prescription for 3 months. He said, oh, yes, she did. Okay, because see, they're ready to jump since all that happened, and it was all over the 30-day thing. You never, maybe he was just, yeah, he knew me. Like Adam says, how did they know you? These places around here, all these places, they're just, you know, so they don't know they're you know, the pharmacists and the doctors and stuff, they don't really know you. you know, seriously. I was actually going to upload the whole thing to my channel, that I have the videos I took of that pharmacy when that pharmacist and her tech went all off on me in the drive-thru, and I had videoed some of it, and I uploaded it to a channel I don't use, okay, for anything, but I always video when I, you know, go and pick it up to see, you know, in case they do something again. And it's not this one though, not this store. But I was going to upload the situation while I was in the store, but it had music in it, and it rejected the video. And I said, well, I've never seen it say rejected. And then I thought, oh, it's the music. Yeah. So I deleted that video off, and then I was going to add this part to it, but yeah, I didn't need to. Anyway, yeah, it's a rambling kind of a video, but I do want to give, you know, a little more to that story. See, I only get 30 day my prescription's done for 30 days at a time, and if you don't know that whole situation that happened, I just sum this up, that I always did that, always get 30 days at a time. I used to go out of town a lot, and although I always have the medication in my purse, you know, some, not all of it. Most of it's at home, but I always have some for like a week in my purse, you know, a little side pocket. And so that way, if I am, you know, out of town or whatever, I have those extra pills. I don't have to call the pharmacy. But if I needed to call the pharmacy, you see, I want them to have some on file for me, you know, so they don't have to call my doctor and all that kind of crap go on. Well, it seems like no matter what, it caused all kind of crap. And they kept messing up all the time. Like one of them, this one, not the man, one time she filled two prescriptions for 30 days and 3 for 90 days. You know, it's like, what, really? And I don't take all those. The only ones I really ever need is 3. That's for blood pressure, that's for cholesterol, and for diabetes. Syndrome X, yeah. That's all I, you know, need them for. And, you know, that's really all that I need. And seriously, I'm sitting here saying, what are these other 2? Well, one of them was another one for diabetes, and I can't take it. It almost, I really think that's what gave me pancreatitis the original time back in 2000 when I was hospitalized for pancreatitis. And I think it was almost doing that to me during Christmas again, so I stopped taking it. Yeah, rambling kind of thing. But yeah, you know, you shouldn't have problems like this at a pharmacy. Really, seriously. You should not have a problem at pharmacies. They need to, you know, one of the things I've noticed, no matter what pharmacy, no matter what chain pharmacy it is, whatever, is that they never have enough employees. Like right now, I went in there and there was just the pharmacist. You know, and they, of course, you know, they're going to, you know, people, like, also, they didn't have, you know, it's in a store, and they didn't have any cashiers. And I said, do you not, you know, I asked a woman that worked there, I said, do you not have any cashiers? She said, well, I guess I could try to get you here on the first one. I'm like, okay. Now that's being to me kind of picky, but imagine it in everything that you do, every store. But anyway, the whole thing, this is a little bit of an update to that whole story. Really, you know, they're not much nicer to me at this one, but I think they're, you know, places around here aren't used to being monitored, and I think that that's what's happening, is that they're being monitored, because I told the corporate office I called the corporate office while it was happening, and they could hear, but they said they couldn't hear, but they could hear the pharmacist, that other place, going off on me, yelling at me, and I was in the drive-thru, and I told him I recorded it. So, like I said earlier, I told him I recorded it, and I did, and I uploaded it to YouTube, and I haven't made it public yet, because it says my real name and date of birth. I don't want to do that. Sure, I could probably edit it out of there. I don't know how to do that while it's already uploaded, you see, since it's already uploaded. But anyway, I don't think that there would be a purpose, but they're basically having to be careful now. And why weren't they always? You know, really, why weren't they always? Think about it. I know they're very busy, but they need to hire more people. That's the solution. Not making the customer pay, but you pay. Now, that situation that happened, that the pharmacy tech and the pharmacist went all off on me, it's because they weren't careful and they made mistakes. Okay, they did make big mistakes, and they thought I was going to pay for it, literally pay for their mistakes, and I was, I would not. I was very polite during it, but you tell somebody who thinks that they can do what they want, and nobody can tell them they're wrong, yeah, they can go off on you. They're going to switch it around, make it like that. I don't know if that pharmacist is still working there, by the way. I don't go there. I'm not going to go and, try to figure out if she's still working there or not, and that pharmacy tech, but they shouldn't be. Honestly, you do not go off on a customer like that. I don't care if the customer was extremely wrong, which I wasn't wrong. They made the mistake. And the other pharmacy tech, the younger man, his eyes were like wide open. Oh my goodness, oh my God, what are they doing? Yeah, it's not the customer's fault that you make a mistake, and that you get to go off the customer because when the customer says this is wrong. But it happens. Yeah, it happens. So I know I was going somewhere with this, but hey, stream of consciousness, Hey, that was the longest clip I have ever made. I think it was 6 minutes and 17 seconds. Yeah, 6 minutes and 17 seconds. That's pretty long for me. When I first started YouTube, I wouldn't allow any of my videos to be more than 3 minutes. And yeah, this is a change of subject. So a little bit time has gone by the way. But yeah, they couldn't be over 3 minutes. I was doing them by a phone it wasn't that new. It wasn't that current. and yeah, and I always had problems when it was over 3 minutes. So, but I wouldn't allow myself to go over that. But now I do realize, I realize what has been said about, wanting to get the sun out of the way. But I understand what they meant when they would say something like, you'd hear these tipsters and all that YouTube wants you to make videos to where people will stay on the platform longer, stay on YouTube longer, which never really made any sense to me. They stay on it longer, but that doesn't mean that they're always watching ads, especially with mine. Mine isn't monetized. So, but I mean, I really don't get that unless it just means that people will, start watching other videos from people who do, or just watching other videos. And maybe it's all about people who are monetized, which a lot of it is about people who are monetized. So, really. But yeah, I do think that it's more than that. Of course, I think it's the whole thing of, like if the longer you stay in a store, the more you spend. Yeah, but really, longer videos, mine have never been very long. Unless I do something kind of like this, a stream of consciousness with no real topic and just go with the flow kind of thing, that's when they're usually long. That's usually the only time they're long. And I have noticed a lot of the people who do these live streams and they become videos, I kind of like those, because some of them are about an hour, and if I'm wanting to watch, to me, watching it, watching a video, I don't want to have to, just have here a 3 minute here, a 5 minute there, 7 minute there. You see what I'm saying? I want to just sit and watch. But that doesn't make me, impulse shop for other ones. Maybe it does. You never know. Speaking of impulse shopping, yeah, I'm going into a store that I really don't go to anymore. Yeah, it's right here in the mall. I haven't been to it in a long time, this location. And thought I'd just stop in and shop. Okay, I went to the store. I think I did not wrap up this last video before I went to the store, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. I don't know what I was talking about. The kind of a vlog. Anyway, if you want to subscribe to this channel and you haven't already, you can click the circle. If you're watching a video on this channel, you can click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.